A wild goose frozen to the lake, lost to life forever, and not far away. Its mate is wandering on the ice with a flock of cubs. It won't leave for a long time. This scene, the onlookers on the shore are worried. In this biting ice, the cubs won't even live for 24 hours. But there's nothing they can do about it. It's too thin to hold the weight of a man. After 6.6 seconds of contemplation, a man finally comes up with a solution. He pulls a net out of the boot, ready to drive the cubs to the shore. This will give him the chance to retrieve the cubs. The man keeps moving around the riverbank. After rescuing the first cub, he can't wait to hide it in his armpit to raise the cub's body temperature. But the mother goose sees the man as a bad guy. Very wary, she takes her cubs under the bridge. But in the face of a long stick, the mother goose has to go to the shore again. As she watches her second youngster being caught, the mother goose flaps her wings at the man. But the man continues to kiss her cubs with pleasure. These youngsters are only a week old, so he had to move faster. Soon, all the cubs are placed in the armpits. The crowd starts to applaud, but the man doesn't intend to leave the mother goose behind. After a long wait, the mother goose finally arrives on the shore, but the man's foot slipped. He accidentally crushes the ice. The mother goose is frightened and runs away. He misses his chance. He has to go home with all his equipment until he returns to the ice late at night. After drawing the mother goose to him with the sound of her cubs, he tosses them, but he fails. The man didn't give up. After many attempts, he finally rescued the mother goose. The man took them home. He warmed them up with hot water and handed them a pot of food. He left in peace, but the next day, he sees the mother goose staring blankly out of the window. The man realizes they needed a bigger place to live. Just as the man is about to find them a new home, something unexpected happens. The mother goose has disappeared. The man looks around. He eventually finds her on a lake. The mother goose seems to have spotted the man too. She flaps her wings and flies off into the distance. After all this time together, the mother goose is finally comfortable enough to leave her cubs with the man. She has finally chosen to be free, and the man makes a promise. When the cubs have become capable of basic survival, they will be returned to nature. After all, the wide world is where they really belong.